What is up, fellow movie acolytes? My name is Dan Stevens, and welcome to Movie Buffs. Guys, I want to talk to you today on an episode of What to Expect. I want to talk about the status of movie theaters and what we can expect from here on out. So guys, before we get started, please like and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate all the love, and we're trying to give you guys daily content, or at least close to daily content. And at the end of each month, we're doing a giveaway. So if you are subscribed, every person that is subscribed is automatically entered into the giveaway. The end of this month, in honor of the Zack Snyder Justice League cut, the Snyder cut coming out, we are giving away a free Snyder Cut Justice League t-shirt. It's a really cool design from Pink Rabbit Apparel on Etsy. So we're going to be giving that away to one lucky subscriber. So guys, like I said, show us some love and we'll show it back. Let's get to it. So just this past week, New York City finally opened up movie theaters after almost a year of being closed. They're only at 25% capacity in the city right now. However, in the rest of the state, it depends on where you are geographically. Where I am at, I don't live in a big area. A lot of small towns or small cities around me. So all of the big chains have not opened, only because I don't know if they are going to reopen, at least for a while. COVID hit the big giants hard, like Regal and AMC, and they did close some theaters permanently. And unfortunately, it looks like ours might be one of them. I'm hoping soon enough that it's not true, but right now it does look like it's going to happen. However, only small and old local ones in our area really open, and that's just recently, as in like the last month or so. And even the small ones that are open are mostly playing movies that I really wouldn't particularly watch. They're more family movies, which, I can understand why, they'd want to play them. They want to get families back into the theaters. They tend to bring more money. They buy more concessions, etc., etc. However, a lot of the blockbusters right now are tending to push out further, waiting until theaters can open again. Movies like No Time to Die is rescheduled 3 or 4 times now because they want to be in theaters, because they know they don't want to be the next Tenet, where it's just a death sentence at the box office. Now, I will say, either that or they end up going the entire digital route. Movies like Wonder Woman 84 and soon the Godzilla vs. Kong movie are going to be on digital. And they also were in theaters if theaters did allow them. But let's be honest, they're not making a lot of money on theaters. They just are basically hoping people subscribe to, like HBO Max or whatever streaming service they're going to be part of. So it's going to get very interesting very soon, because there is some industry pushback. Bottom line is, in the industry, the movie industry wants theaters open. They want people to come see the movie because ultimately that's where they make the most money. Movies like Trolls 2, yes, they did make more money than they ever expected by streaming. I do think because it was the beginning of COVID, I think people thought it was a fun new thing to do with streaming a movie. However, at the price, and I get that for $20, $30, it's cheaper than bringing an entire family. But for people like my wife and I, when we just go to movies, I'd rather go and sit down and watch the experience myself in a theater, and I'm paying the same price than I would be just stream a movie. One of the other things that's very interesting is, how long is this going to last? How long are, as New York City is kind of a good barometer for larger cities, they are open at 25% capacity now. I know other cities are all different. Some are completely open, some are half open. It really depends, but it's going to be interesting to see when things do eventually go back to normal, because they will go back to normal. How has that affected everything? Are certain movies or a lot of blockbusters going to still do half and half? Are they still going to be available digitally and in theaters, or are they going to go 100% theater route? It's very interesting to see. I really think you're going to see within a year, most movies, if not all, are going to revert back to theaters, because ultimately they make a lot of money that way. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Movie industry either makes or loses a lot of money depending on the movie. And if you have, let's say, a big blockbuster like Wonder Woman 84 or Kong vs. Godzilla, those movies cost hundreds of millions of dollars to make, and even more to advertise. So if you are not at least breaking even, and no one's in the business of breaking even, but no one's certainly in the business of losing money. So it's going to be very interesting to see in the near future what where loyalties lie and what side these movie companies choose. But ultimately, I think they're going to side with theaters. But I'm going to be honest. I think the future is really bright. I think that pushback from these larger movie companies is really going to, even if it's subtle, I think it's really going to get more butts in the theater seats very soon. I think movies like Spider-Man No Way Home, they just dropped a trailer about a week and a half ago, and very specifically at the end said only in theaters. Movies like I said, No Time to Die, have pushed back 2 or 3 times. Each time is costing them tens of millions of dollars to do so because they have faith that when theaters do reopen, they'll make much more money that way than they would on a streaming service. And also, movies like Halloween Kills. It's one I'm looking forward to a lot. It's supposed to come out in 2020 for October, and it was pushed back to 2021 for October. One of those movies like that are expected to be seen in theaters on or during Halloween time. And I remember going to see the 2018 movie in Halloween, and I will say there is nothing like watching a scary movie in theaters in a fully packed theater. It is really cool. It's a lot of fun. My wife, who's not a huge horror fan, even had to admit it was a lot of fun, and it's an experience you don't get at home. And I think because of that, I think you're going to find most movie companies, your Warner Brothers, I think, will eventually back down. I think they're the ones who have been the biggest proponent of digital streaming because they have HBO Max. But I think you will find that they will be in theaters first, and then what they'll do is instead of 2 or 3 months going, being available for download and buying a DVD or Blu Ray, I think you'll find that within a month or maybe even 3 weeks ish. I think you'll see they'll be available for download after. But I think then it's a happy medium. People can still, if they want to wait, they can. But there's people like me that just know there's a movie you really want to watch and you want to see it in theater, there's nothing, you can't replace that feeling. There's nothing quite like watching a movie in theater. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. Like I said, if you have any suggestions, let us know in the comment section down below. Until next time, guys, have a nice day.